Holy shit. Oh, man. Holy fucking shit, everyone. Here we fucking go. Episode, I think, 126, I want to say. Could be wrong. I think it's 126. Man. This is crazy. No doubt, right? You know what? Hang on. Let me make sure I got the notes pulled up for what I want to talk about. And you know what? I think we all need this. Join me, any listeners right now, depending on when and where you're listening, obviously. Well, most of you shouldn't. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you aren't at work. Maybe, I don't know. Let's take a shot together. We need a fucking shot to get through this one. All right, so here we go. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. There we go. Man. So this has gotten crazy. Michigan is officially on shelter in place. Shelter in place. That's where we're at least locally here. Outside of essentials, you can go out for gas, groceries, stuff like that. And you can go for walks, go walk around, this and that. But yeah, basically most of the places are closed. And yeah, that's where we're at here. That's where we're at. And it's fucking unprecedented. Definitely never seen anything like this. I don't think a lot of people have, to be honest. This is a fucking crazy one. And it's hitting hard. It's hitting especially our world, the metal world, the music world, fucking hard, really hard. First of all, I want to give a big shout out to Bandcamp for doing their promotion on last Friday. They did a thing where all proceeds went straight to the bands. They eliminated their cut, essentially, from the whole thing. And everything went straight to the bands. And I think they ended up raising, they had like $4 million in sales that day. So $4 million went right to bands. And that's fucking awesome. That's fucking awesome. So shout out to Bandcamp, and shout out to you if you supported your favorite artists during that point in time on Bandcamp on Friday. Yeah, you know what though? This has been crazy. It's definitely crazy. It's definitely not good, and we all need to do our thing, our part. You know what I mean, to make sure that everything gets okay sooner than later. But, what have you been doing? This is what I want to talk about. Is what have you been doing to get through? What have you been doing to, if you are one of the millions of people in this country or another country who have been locked down, as they say, non-essential travel or essential travel only, essentially. What have you been doing to get through? What have you been watching? Have you been listening to anything? Have you been creating anything? Getting creative? Like, that's definitely what this podcast is for me. I definitely wanted to use this time to... we've only been on stay-in-place shelter for like less than 48 hours. So this is just the beginning for us here in Michigan. It's a 3-week situation, and I would not be shocked if it got extended. But for now, it's a 3-week thing going to April 13. And, yeah, I definitely hope to use some of this time to play some more guitar, write a little bit more, things like that. Definitely do more podcasts and some album reviews, Dark Reflection episodes that I have been a little behind on, including the new one from Bogwraith Titan. Shout out to Bogwraith, our boys. Co-host of the show is their drummer, Aaron. And they got the new one out. Ozzy's got the new one out. Heaven Shall Burn. The new Heaven Shall Burn just came out. Woo! Is that a monster? It's a double fucking album. I haven't even been able to get through it all yet. It's so fucking long. I love it. It's fantastic. So yeah, what have you been listening to? What have you been rocking? Fucking watching. I checked out that new show, Devs. I think it's an FX show, but I watched it on Hulu. Nick Offerman. It's fucking awesome. Like if you are someone who has ever been into philosophy, if you're someone who has ever gone real deep into the thinking about and the arguing of free will versus determinism, if you've ever gone deep down that rabbit hole, this is a show for you. Definitely. It's basically the premise is this fucking Nick Offerman plays this character who's he owns like a secret technology company that, as far as I can tell, they either have or are working on the code or the computer or whatever that proves determinism without a doubt. So it's really fucking interesting, really cool show. I love what they're doing with it. So that's just one thing. I started The Wire. I've never watched The Wire before, and so I started that up. Check that out. It's pretty interesting so far. But what have you been watching? What else have you been watching? Listening to. I fucking like I said, Heaven Shall Burn. I went on indie merch store I picked up because the Carnifex tour got canned, so I went on there and bought a couple Carnifex things, including a copy of Slow Death, an album which I did not own yet, and god damn, that album is so fucking good. So good. And speaking of indie merch store, which if you're if you're a metalhead and you buy merch, you know what it is. It's one of the biggest and probably best merch stores online. They posted today that oh wait, hold on, that's not the right post. I'm trying to find it. There we go. From Indie Merch Store, as many of you had read, Ohio Governor Mike DeWine, I don't know how to say that, has issued a stay-at-home order for all non-essential businesses in Ohio. The safety of our employees and customers is extremely important to us, so we are adhering to the governor's order to cease operations for the duration of the order. We will immediately reopen at the conclusion of the order, which is scheduled to end April 6th. So essentially what they're saying is their warehouse is temporarily shut down until April 6th. Everything's still working. You can still order, but it just might be a little bit longer on getting your package. So, that's just another fucking example of how fucking hard we're getting hit by this one, even here in the metal community. All of the tours getting canceled. Now the merch lines are getting cut off. We had Testament's Chuck Billy got tested positive for the coronavirus. And they were supposed to be starting a tour next month. Hold on. Let's actually look up the dates for that. The currently scheduled dates for that tour. Fingers crossed that it happens. Let's see here. Let's find out when the tour supposed to begin and all that stuff. It looks like, oh shit, looks like the first date was April 20th and it has been officially postponed. I don't think that's definitely part of the tour, but here we go. Hold on. Summer tour. It's not letting me click on it. Alright, well, anyway. It's the tour with Black Dahlia, Municipal Waste. Hold on, I'll get this. Hold on, I'm sorry. Let's see here. Internet's a little slow today. A little bit slow. But yeah, it's the show, it's supposed to be in Michigan. The Michigan show is St. Andrews Hall. I believe our date in Michigan isn't until May, I want to say. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. So it was going to start. Well, it looks like they had dates. Okay. Yep. 4/20 was the first day in Phoenix, Arizona. It has officially been postponed. The Michigan date is May 14th. Currently still scheduled. Um, and but Chuck, members of the Testament team have been diagnosed with the virus, and with the postponements and everything going on, I certainly hope that that tour still happens. I wish, of course, Chuck Billy the absolute best, but we shall see. However, currently they do have an album coming out on April 3rd, which Titans of Creation, which so far the first two tracks sound fantastic. However, there's a little bit of worry on that part as well right now. With Hatebreed announcing actually earlier today that their new album has officially been postponed indefinitely. They were told that because pressing plants in the United States and Europe are going to start closing. Hatebreed, I believe, is on the same label as Testament and Lamb of God. And Lamb of God's album was coming out in May, Testament's in April. Hopefully they don't get postponed as well. Man, like, this is fucking crazy. All these postponements, all these fucking cancellations, all these this and that. It's like unheard of, unprecedented, no doubt. But hopefully we end up using this time positively. Hopefully we get through it quick, and hopefully we realize, certain things like you should be looking. You should have your eyes open right now. Pay attention to the stores that are like doing the price gouging, because fuck them. You know what I'm saying? In this time, there's a crisis going on right now. Essentially, an unprecedented situation is happening right now. And y'all are trying to make more money off of people who just got put out of work. Pay attention to that shit. Pay attention to the fact that airlines are crying and freaking the fuck out for money because the airlines are getting shut down, but yet, goddamn, they're worse at fucking hitting you with fees than Ticketmaster. Like, it's ridiculous. You want fucking an extra 2 square inches of legroom? That's going to be $75. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and now they're freaking. They've been upcharging fucking people to ride on shitty ass planes for fucking years now, and now they're flipping the fuck out because they don't have enough money. All right, well, let's pay attention to these things. Pay attention. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, concert venues are wonderful places, but I know that they have something to do with the service fees that we get charged. Maybe they should start looking at that. Like, all of a sudden, or maybe, odds are when we come out of this, all these fucking companies are going to, like, just, oh, well, we need to charge everybody double to recoup what we lost, even though we got bailed. You know what I mean? Like, so just pay attention. True colors are showing right now, is what I'm trying to say. And note it. Keep your eyes open and note it, is all I'm saying. Yeah, it's crazy, but you know what? At the same time, it is bad. Like, a lot of people are out of work. A lot of people are freaking out about bills, and I'm one of them. You know what I mean? Like, we're all in this together, but there's definitely silver linings here too. There can be silver linings to anything, right? So you gotta just find it. Make it. Don't try not to take it. I understand if you're fucking out of work trying to make money. I get that stress. I understand that stress. I know that. But, if you have nothing else to do, then that's the time to get creative. You know what I'm saying? It's time to make something. It's time to find a passion. Maybe you're not happy at your job and you just got put out of it. Well, maybe now's the time you start that YouTube channel. or you start that Twitch stream, or you start writing that song, or you start writing that book, or whatever. You know what I mean? Start writing those reviews or making reaction videos or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's definitely a lot of ways to make use of this time and not let it go to waste and not just sit there and be depressed and not healthy. You know what I'm saying? We got to make sure everybody's hurting. Everybody's hurting, and you gotta. The best place to start is to take care of your physical and your mental, positive mental attitude, and exercise, and you know, we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna get through this, and it's not gonna be easy, that's for sure, but make sure you're supporting all your favorite restaurants that are still doing carry out and everything, and supporting all your local areas. And I'm sure once we come out of this, there's going to be a lot of benefits, a lot of benefit shows, a lot of things to help support like wait staff and bartenders and things like that. Make sure, whatever you can do there, do there. And when it comes to music, if you don't have enough money right now for merch or new music or whatever, stream that shit. If you have a streaming service, fucking watch it on YouTube. You know what I mean? All that shit helps the bands in the long run. So the more views, the more streams, the more whatevers, downloads, whatevers. That helps them as well. Definitely. Speaking of those bands, you know what? Let's spice this up a little bit, everybody. I feel like I'm being a downer right now. I'm sorry. I don't mean to. It's just I'm kind of like reflecting. I'm kind of just sitting here reflecting on the situation that we're in. It seems to evolve every day, and it's just crazy. Nobody's ever seen this. Is unprecedented. I keep saying that. I know it's unprecedented, and I think we can all come together. And I know because I was out. I did go out earlier for some essentials. I had to go run out and get some essential items for the household. And I was out at what would normally be rush hour on a beautiful Wednesday afternoon in Lansing, Michigan, driving through areas that would normally be fucking bumper to bumper. Like congested and crazy as fuck, would take me 20 minutes to get anywhere kind of a thing. Today it was empty when I was out. So people are following the stay-at-home order. It is happening. You know what I mean? People are doing it. And all I can say is hopefully we do it long enough to throttle this thing. So that is a positive thing, that people are heeding the warnings and putting in the effort for sure. But here, let's have a little fun here for a minute. Let's see if we can't get our co-host on the phone. Just 1 second. Let me see if I can find his goddamn number. What the fuck? Jesus, how long has it been since I texted him? Oh, yeah, we use the fucking Facebook. Hold on a second. Dun 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 dun. Professionalism. There we go. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can get him on. Hold on. Oh shit!
What's up?
There he is. What's going on, buddy?
Not too much. Just kind of chilling.
Just doing a quarantine check.
Hell yeah. Still breathing. Still surviving. So it's tough out here.
Hell yeah. What do you keeping busy? What are you doing to keep yourself busy?
Right now I've been playing a lot of Doom, to be honest.
Oh, is it good?
Yeah, hell yeah. I've been kind of getting through the story a little bit and just I don't know, between that and like Call of Duty and stuff, just video games. But on top of that, just doing a lot of recording stuff, trying to practice, a couple times a day if I can. So it hasn't been too terrible, to be
Fuck,
honest.
fuck yeah. No, I saw you Twitch streaming Doom the other day. I watched a little bit of that. I was like, damn, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hell yeah. I'm still trying to get that all kind of figured out because I'd like to do more of that. That was pretty fun, kind of, something different to do. So.
No, I thought it was great. I thought it looked pretty good. I could hear you clearly and everything. I thought it was pretty solid. Hell yeah.
Awesome. Hell yeah.
You've been listening to anything new?
Um, Been, I don't know, kind of a lot of the same stuff. Trying to look into some different stuff right now. It's been a lot of kind of the same three that I've been talking about.
Well, did you?
Acacia Strain, Fit for an Autopsy, and Norma Jean
Yeah.
lately.
Did you hear the new? Isn't there a new Acacia Strain EP out? Like another surprise one that just came out?
Yeah, I listened to that the other night. That's really sick.
It was good?
You gotta check that out.
Hell yeah. You hear any of the new Heaven Shall Burn yet?
I haven't. I forgot that was out, to be honest.
Yeah, it just came out I think last week. It is it's quite good. They walk a couple songs. They walk the line a little bit for me to where it's they use a little bit of effects, a little techno-y, electronic-y sounds that I'm not someone who particularly cares for that sort of thing. But all in all, like, honestly, I haven't gotten through the whole album yet because it's like an hour and a half long. It's a long one, but yeah. But so far I'm liking it a lot. I think you should check that one out for sure.
Oh yeah. See, I didn't realize they haven't put out a new one since 2016.
Yeah, it's been a little while. That's
crazy.
Speaking of new ones, I actually, like an hour or two ago, just finished recording the Dark Reflections for Titan.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh yeah. And you, sir, you guys, what did you send me the other day? You guys were recently spoken about by Trevor Sternad.
Oh yeah, we were in. He put a playlist together of like 100 songs from, I don't know, the last couple months. I'll have to see if I can find it. But yeah, we were number, I think, like 24.
Yeah.
A mix of like, I don't know, amongst like probably 100 others, which is insane. So.
Yeah, and you guys were on there with Flesh.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, dude, that's so fucking awesome that he gave you guys another look, man. That's fucking. I mean, like let's see. Yeah, since Omen, since the full length, you've done the Viscera Redux and you've done Monstrous, and that's it, right?
Yeah.
And didn't he put Omen in one of his Metal Injection write-ups?
Yeah, I think that was the. I don't remember which one it was. It was just after that one came out and after we did the whole song with him and stuff. So that was a few years ago. So it is cool to kind of have that, like, even still, like, just recent. I mean, this was like I said, I think it was for the month of. I got it right here. Yeah, the month of like March. Yeah, March 22nd or 23rd. It got posted. So.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, it's crazy that he's like keeping up on your releases. That's fucking sick, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like that's insane.
I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I'll go through it and kind of see like, oh, he posted a new article or whatever, and I'll just kind of go through it and stuff. And every so often I'll be like kind of crossing my fingers, hoping that we end up on a part of it because it's just cool.
Oh, it's so fucking awesome, dude. It's so awesome, and that track is fucking. That whole EP is a monster. It's a goddamn monster that you guys created there. Fuck. You been watching anything cool?
I was actually kind of hoping for some recommendations, honestly, because I've been kind of like I've been watching a lot of like comedy specials for
Mm.
whatever reason.
No, yeah. Well, the new Burt Kreischer just came out,
Yeah, I saw that.
and then I need to watch the new Tom Segura.
Yeah, I just finished watching that one today. That was pretty funny.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
I liked it a little bit more than his last couple.
Nice.
They've been kind of hit and miss for me, but yeah.
Nice. I'm definitely gonna check that out. Hell yeah. No, I mean, recommendations. Shit. Well, I would say, oh man, what are we even watching? I mean, honestly, I got on the Amazon Prime. They got The Wire, which is like an old show that I kind of started watching again. And then there's this other show that I talked about earlier called Devs, Devs. Do you have Hulu?
I do.
Yeah, it's on Hulu. It's on FX, the FX thing on Hulu, and it's Nick Offerman from Parks and Rec. You know, Ron Swanson.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And he's like the owner of this secret technology company, and he's like they're either working on or they have created the code in a computer that like proves the theory of determinism versus free will, and like they have like some sort of quantum computer, and that code like somehow gives them the ability to look into the past and the future and stuff like that. It's pretty fucking interesting. It's only like a few episodes deep, but it's real good so far.
Damn. I wouldn't really necessarily like put him as somebody that would do a show like that. At least I wouldn't think. So that's awesome to hear that he's got to do something different.
Yeah, I would have never have guessed that either, to be honest. But also too, they have released a bunch of movies early for video on demand. So like that new
yeah, I've been seeing that.
Yeah, that new Guy Ritchie movie called The Gentleman is out. I watched that last night. That was pretty good. They got Birds of Prey out, so I'm gonna watch that maybe tonight or something. Yeah, there's a couple things, and then honestly, I've just been, everybody is fucking going all in on the podcasting right now, so I've been watching podcasts like crazy.
Yeah, kind of the same. It's been a lot of good ones.
A lot of good ones in the last week or so. I'm like, holy shit, where you guys been saving these?
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, but one that has been one that has been a little quiet this week is the Justice Show.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. I saw the last one. I mean, I'm not subscribed to the Gas Digital yet, but I saw the last one is still the Chavo from System.
Well, there's that one, and I think he did like a State of the Podcast address after that, but that was even still like a week ago or so now. And then with the news today that the Hatebreed album is postponed indefinitely.
Yeah.
God, dude. Man.
I'm not really too sure what to think of that. Like and even like it wasn't really until I read his post about it and stuff that I started thinking about it. Like, man, this, that's an issue I really didn't think that we'd have up to this point. Agreed.
I did not even like consider that as a possibility. Like, okay, no, I get it. The tours are being canceled because we can't be in large crowds. I understand that, but I did not consider the possibility of the pressing plants closing, like,
yeah,
and then resulting in things like this because they're, like I said, they're on the same label as Testament and Lamb of God, so what does that mean for those albums? What is,
Yeah.
I don't know. Uncertain times.
Who knows? There's a lot of uncertainty lately.
Yeah, it definitely seems that way. Man, it is crazy. But so are you guys pausing on the streams?
Yeah, for right now, just because obviously a few days ago yesterday rather, there was the stay-at-home thing that went into effect.
Yeah.
And things just kind of been crazy all around. So I think we're like when it's kind of just like whenever we can get together for a little bit, like we just kind of decide on that, and then but for the most part, I think we're trying to keep it like at least once a week, once or twice a week throughout all this, as much as we can.
Yeah.
Because that's still, it's still something that we're trying to keep fairly regularly because we've been at it for, however long, and just kind of like to keep the momentum of it going. So,
absolutely, you guys have been doing really good at it. And like it could, provide an opportunity for all of you to stream individually. During the week, like if you only do one a week, maybe during the other 2 times you just stream Doom or something, you know what I mean? Like, still have a presence on there, still be moving, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's kind of what we talked about a little bit, because, we just, like I said, we just started this, and then now it's like, well, now you gotta stop because of, all this stuff, and I don't know, so we're trying to keep somewhat regular, even if it's just like 1 or 2 of us, or like, a handful of us just kind of getting together whenever we can. So
absolutely, that's what we got to do for the time being. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll be able to get on the next one over there.
Oh yeah. No, I'll honestly, I can record any day. So anytime you want to, whenever you're ready, you just let me know. Or maybe the next stream day when you're out here already anyway, kind of a thing or something.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah, you just let me know. Cuz that would be fantastic. Let's see here. Is that I think that was God damn it, dude. This fucking Slow Death by Carnifex.
Oh.
Dude.
Oh yeah.
Dude. That shit's another level. Like, what the fuck?
Like, yeah, that was a big one when that came out. I remember that one.
That Drown Me in Blood song. Oh my god.
Yeah. Did you see the video for it yet?
I don't think so. I don't think I've seen that one. It's a fucking sick.
I know just from like your taste and like your, I don't know, like what you see as like badass as far as like metal, I think you'll fucking love that video.
Oh fuck yeah. Oh, I'm gonna go watch that right away. Yo, I didn't know that Bury Me in Blasphemy was like there's like it's just that song and then the rest of it's covers.
Yeah.
I didn't know
that. It was like
that.
kind of in between the Slow Death and World War X, I think.
Yeah, it was, yeah. And I also didn't know they did a fucking Heretic Anthem cover.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's a bold move there.
Yeah. That is a bold move, Cotton. Absolutely. But that got me excited. I was like, oh shit, that's gonna be sick. That's gonna be awesome. Yeah, man. I don't know. This is God. Normally we're sitting here like if I were recording this episode normally, I'd be sitting here talking about how excited I am to see Carnifex this weekend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this is so fucking. Like we're on the precipice of summer here, like summer shows, summer tours, like the best time of year, pretty much. Like, and now it's just all up in the air. Nobody knows if any of it's gonna happen.
That's kind of the thing. Like I hadn't. I don't know. Aside from like the Slipknot tour that's coming up, and obviously the Fit for an Autopsy one was a big one for me.
The Iarda's Murder, yeah.
Still, yeah.
And then the Lamb of God Megadeth.
That one, yeah. I don't know, it's just like, it's hard to, like, I want to be excited about it, but it's hard to not, like, have that sort of, like, uncertainty right now.
Oh, I mean, I would have normally bought many, many, many more tickets by now.
Yeah.
But I don't.
Question,
yeah, I mean. Yeah, it's crazy. But hey, at the end of the day, hopefully, we get positives out of this, in that, like you said, hopefully a lot of these, we already know Carnifex has already begun working on the next album, and hopefully the bands that don't have an album in the can ready to come out this year already are working on new ones now. You know what I mean? Due to the situation, and maybe it means we get a whole slew of new amazing music at the end of this year and early next year and stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping for. I mean, that's really the only thing that I see out of all this, because like for once, and I don't know if it's ever happened, but like everybody's pretty much, at this point, like that's the only option that you have really, is to record new stuff and to just kind of like keep that creative, spark flowing and stuff. So
Exactly.
I feel like if nothing else, we're probably going to see a lot more of that, which is cool.
Yeah, it really is. Like, it's just it's at that point where it's the time is now to stoke that fucking flame yourself. You know what I mean? Like, get that flame that's in you fired up, and figure out how to do that when you're literally just sitting at home. And if you can figure out how to do that, man, then you can bust out some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Oh, you can do some shit. Like, man, because it's times like this I think back on when Preston and I wrote the song "Lost in the Dark" and things like that, where it was like we started just dicking around. He was on guitar and me with a pen and paper, and before we knew it, the sun was up. Like, we didn't even realize it. So like that, you know what I mean? That get in the flow state, getting the fucking that flame burning. Now's the time to do it. You know what I mean?
Well, it's the only other time that I've ever seen where like that. Like, what else you got to do? Like, there's nothing.
Exactly.
All you can do is just wait it out. And so in the meantime, try to, keep yourself above, keep your head above water a little bit and kind of, do something with the time instead of just kind of going crazy and stuff. So.
Yeah, instead of sitting around on Facebook all day freaking yourself the fuck out. Like,
yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of, it's funny we were just talking about this, but I saw an article that said Archspire postponed tour working on new album, so we'll have that as well.
Yep. That's fucking, yeah, there's that. There's another one. Also, you know what? Also, a lot of bands are hopping on Twitch right now. And I think
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I think Fit for an Autopsy and Carnifex did a Twitch thing. They're doing Twitch things, and a lot of musicians and bands are also live streaming full sets, like full concerts on, obviously no crowd, but like the full concerts on Facebook and Twitch, and so keep an eye out for all that. You know what I mean? That's another way that you can support the bands and stuff for sure.
Yeah, I've been trying to, look for merch and stuff in different spots to, actually support bands and artists that, because there's no real way to do it right now, unfortunately. Like, this is also kind of a rare time because it's the first that we've ever been faced with, like, oh, well, nobody can tour anywhere, but also how long is it before, the merch stuff kind of slows down a little bit because of, sort of what we saw with the whole Hatebreed thing. And, so I try to, the other night I just ordered a big, there was the artwork from See You Tragic Beast that was on Fit for an Autopsy's webpage, and I ordered that shit. So
nice.
So I was like, pretty psyched about that. But yeah, just kind of, doing different stuff like that, and trying to support any way you can, because really, like I said, this is one of the first times in history that we've ever seen it kind of be like this. So.
Yeah, and like you were just saying, the potential slowdown of the merch, we are actually seeing that right now. I don't know if you saw it earlier, but Indie Merch Store posted,
Yeah.
that their factory is shut down at least until April 5th. You can still go on there and order, but your shit's going to be a little delayed, more so than normal.
That is, the fact that like they said that really kind of got me thinking about it all.
Yeah, between that and the pressing and everything. But hey, I mean, I'm trying to stay positive, so hopefully ultimately what results in all of this is hopefully what results is that the bands see a massive outpouring of support and they realize how much they're loved and needed, and they end up creating some really wicked fucking music for us during this time, hopefully.
Oh yeah. I mean, what else is there to do? You know?
Other than support, stream the music, watch the documentaries, support in any way you can. Definitely. Especially Bogwraith.
Oh yeah, we're definitely working on it. So.
Hell yeah. Any how did you guys ever how's that new track coming along?
We worked on it a little bit more on the last studio stream that we did.
Nice.
So as far as I know, the Orcs song that we were doing is finished. It should be, I'm bad with dates, I guess, but it's either going to be on our Patreon page or it's going to be like straight to our Bandcamp.
Nice.
But either way, within the next little while, you should kind of see that.
Hopefully before the end of April?
I would say, yeah.
Hell yeah. Nice. That's awesome. Fuck yeah. All right, man. Well, that's pretty much all I had for you. I just wanted to do a quarantine check, make sure the Grays are all doing all right.
Yeah, we're following the rules, I guess. So, but yeah, it's good to hear from you. Like I said, hopefully I'll be able to get over there in the next little while and be able to kind of reconvene, and so.
Yeah, man, that would be fantastic. It'd be nice to have some other human contact.
I feel that.
Right? Oh, fuck. All right, man. Well, I'm gonna let you go, but stay safe and everything, and I will talk to you again soon.
Oh yeah, sounds good.
All right, buddy. You have a good one.
You too.
Bye. And there it was, everyone. Our friend and co-host Aaron of Bogwraith, the drummer of Bogwraith, wanted to get him on. It's been a little too long since. I mean, him and I talk pretty much every day via Facebook or whatever, text, whatever. But it's good. Not what's another thing that's good to do during this time is call people. We text too much. We need to call. We need to reach out. We need to hear the person's voice. Hear how they're doing, to really know how they're doing. You know what I'm saying? You got to hear their voice. So now's the time to reach out and call people that maybe you normally wouldn't. Maybe you normally text them constantly every day and you don't really call. It's not your relationship. But now's the time to do it. Now's the time to sit down on the phone for a few minutes and hear people's voices and let them know you fucking care, because you do. So shout out to Aaron. Thank you for picking up the phone, buddy. I really appreciate that. And it was fantastic. What's that? Ooh. Shit. Yeah, I don't really I think that's about it, honestly. I think that's going to be about it for this episode. I don't have any real new news. Like I said, like I told Aaron, I did record the Titan Dark Reflections, so that should be out for the time you're hearing this, hopefully tomorrow. And I got in the pipeline, we're going to do a Dark Reflections episode coming up. The next one will be Ordinary Man by Ozzy Osbourne. Then after that, probably Testament. Maybe we'll do Heaven Shall Burn, we shall see. And then, of course, the first real... definitely... What am I saying? The next real big one for me, personally, this year at least, April 17th, hopefully, we will be receiving our copy of Verminous by the Black Dahlia Murder. I am unbelievably excited to hear that at this point. So, yeah. Let me know. Talk to me in the comments. Let me know what you're listening to, what you're watching, what you're into during. If you're locked in, if you're not, if you're in a state that's not, what are you guys doing? How you handling it? Are you getting creative? Did you start that podcast? Did you start that stream? You know what I mean? How are you keeping yourself busy and fit mentally and physically during this time? Let me know. Let me know in the comments, messages. I'd love to hear from you. We are most easily reached probably on Instagram, but reach out through any method you'd like. I'd love to hear from you. But yeah, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it from me. Fuck, man. We're all going to get through this together. Now's the time to support the things and the ones and the bands and the people that you love, and now's the time to stay safe. So, yeah. Fuck. Felt good. I'm not going to lie. This felt good. It felt good getting back on the microphone tonight. It's been a little stressful the last couple of days, lots of uncertainty, you never know. And, it's been stressful. So it's been nice to sit down on the microphone tonight, talk to Aaron, talk to you all, and let's let some of this out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you want to let anything out, reach out to me. You know what? My roommate and I, Josh, we are on quarantine or lock-in or stay in place, shelter, or whatever. Maybe that means we're going to have to do a Dogman episode. Yeah, we're going to do a Dogman episode. How am I just now thinking of this? We're going to do a Dogman episode. Maybe that'll be the next one. Either the next one will be another solo with me. Maybe we'll get Aaron in here. Maybe we'll do Dogman. Either way, there's another episode coming very early next week. You can count on it. But yeah, that's going to be it for me for now tonight. Man, thank you. I can't even hear. One more shot to all of my listeners. If you're listening and you're drinking along with me, this is a drinking podcast. So here's to you. You're fucking amazing here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's gonna be it. So thank you so much for listening. We will be back again very soon, as always. And everybody, do what we can. Take care of the ones you love and stay safe, please. And that's going to be it for me tonight. Thank you all so much for listening. Keep the horns raised and don't stop banging your fucking heads. We're going to get through this together. I love you all to death. Good night.